Welcome to Beer with the CFO. Today's topic is Becoming CFO of the Year, Tips to Guide Your Path. You are the CFO of Focus Technology, and you have suggested for us today the King Sue by Toppling
Absolutely.
Goliath. And
Yep.
I love this brand. It's a dinosaur there, and so we've poured a little beverage for us to enjoy. So thank you for making that suggestion. I will say cheers to you as we get kicked off. All right, Chris.
Cheers.
So thank you. So CFO of the Year by Boston Business Journal. Congratulations on that. Focus Technology has also been awarded with the best places to work. So you guys, you're over there just taking down awards.
We're trying. You know, we're a small business trying to be known within certainly the Northeast IT community. So it's been a great team, a lot of success, and it's an exciting time for us for sure.
Very cool. You're about 55 million in revenue and have about 90 employees now. So let's talk a little bit about becoming CFO of the Year and tips to guide your path. You were awarded, of course, by Boston Business Journal CFO of the Year because of your significant achievements and success, both within your profession and within your company. What advice do you have for CFOs? What steps could they take to put their path on that same path forward?
Oh, build a good team around you. I mean, there's no question. I mean, I appreciate the kind words, and Boston Business Journal was great in being a part of that award, but it was totally a team effort. I have a great controller, great accounting team, great management team around me that allows us to really focus on strategic initiatives and not get stuck in the weeds. And without that team, that took, I've been at Focus 5.5 years, so it took that long to build. But they've been great, and without them, we would accomplish nothing.
So build the team around you. How do you go in? How do you assess whether your team has the right skill set, and if they don't, how do you pivot?
I mean, first understand the business. I mean, coming in, it takes months to identify what the business initiatives are, what your strategy should be. I came in at a time where we, within a couple of years, turned over pretty much the whole management team. So you're trying to figure out what direction you want to go in and where you're going to be, at least 2 or 3 years down the road, and hire for that. I think, trying to hire for today in a growth environment isn't necessarily the best case scenario. So I think looking at what it's going to take and what skills you need and where you need to be in 2 or 3 years certainly will help identify the type of skill set you need. And then certainly you identify what you have, and there may be some people that are there that you think should be there in a couple of years. And certainly there are times where you have people that aren't the ones you're going to need in a couple of years, and you may have to make a tough decision. But as long as you keep the business in mind and do what's right by the business, you'll make the right choices. And sometimes you have to make a change at different positions to get the right people in there.
Over the past 3 years, certainly, you've navigated Focus Technology through uncertain times, at the very least. And part of Focus Technology in your service is a managed service offering of IT, similar to Consero's finance as a service, being a managed back office solution. From the lens of a CFO, in managing the finance function, how does outsourcing non-core functions of your business help potentially during economic disruption?
I mean, we certainly like to think it's a cheaper alternative, which helps. And, definitely, especially the last 2 or 3 years where the Great Resignation, or whatever you want to call it, with people leaving, we had customers or prospects at that time that had 1, 2, or 3 IT people who weren't very motivated, doing the same thing, looking for more money. And that's where utilizing a service like ours, where we have a team of probably of the 90, maybe 65 or 70 are technical, to be able to fill in and not really have to worry about a service that's being provided disrupted by 1 or 2 people leaving. Of course, we don't want anybody to leave. But if 1 or 2 out of 65 technical people leave, not a lot of disruption there. Where if you're a department of 2 or 3 and 1 leaves, I mean, that could be a huge impact. So you're taking that off of the plate of a CFO or CIO or CTO, whoever we're reporting to, within that account, and you're maybe dealing with one person, you're dealing with it part-time versus managing a team of 3. So, and we're, in the cyberspace. So, getting a comfort level to a CFO or a CEO to help ensure that we're managing the cyber posture of that organization certainly makes me feel more comfortable that I have a team around me to help manage that. And we try and portray that to our customers as well.
Yeah, when your week is consumed with that, building the team, training the team, managing turnover, and it's really not focused on that growth strategy and fulfilling the vision of the CEO, then you're really consuming your time with non-value driving activities. So great suggestion on that. So thank you so much.
And it's up to us to make sure we're providing that C-level executive with the information that if you have an internal team, you're responsible for understanding what the latest technology changes are, what the latest cybersecurity initiatives are, where that's our job. Our lead technical team is responsible for meeting with the customer regularly, varies by customer size, but making them aware of what's going on in the industry.
Right, and that's not a non-core function of most, software companies, for example. So to outsource that skill set and processes and workflows and the professionalism that Focus can offer drives a lot of value in the business. So wonderful. Well, thank you for suggesting King Sue. I hope you enjoy yours. Thank you for joining us.
It's great. Absolutely.
All right. Take care. Thanks, Chris. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.